Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all, I feel like sometimes you got to give a little tap at the brown with it. Hey, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
Gotta hit
good?
him with the baby. Gotta sweet talk him when we welcome
Right.
onto the show.
But hey, y'all, hey. Welcome back to the Audacity Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Julian of Julian Creates, and my co-host who is over here glowing and
Oh,
throwing
oh, come
in the Spellman
on.
finery. Aaronica just giving it to you. See, y'all, when y'all see it, y'all will understand. I'm just saying.
Keep talking about aside. You make sure I get it done.
Because
Yes. Yes.
I'm loving it all though. But y'all, like the fro, the hair, the makeup, the
Thank
earrings,
you. Thank you.
it's giving. It's giving.
Thank you. Thank you. Every now and again we got to turn it up for people. No, but you know what? Honestly, Julian, I have actually been I started 75 Soft
Mm-hmm.
like almost a month ago. Your girl's been fairly consistent. I have missed a couple of days, but no, I'm not restarting because you know what? We're not falling off of a wagon. We simply took a stumble, but we immediately hop back on, right?
I mean, but even on every journey, there are potholes. So
Come
you are
on.
traveling a real road. That's all it
Yes.
is.
And that's what it is. But part of that for me, I have really been pushing myself to get dressed, to do my hair, do my makeup, as opposed to just like be looking like a bum on the side of the road. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I
Meanwhile, I
feel,
feel like a bum on the side of the road right now.
stop it. Not
I'm
you over
just
here looking
saying.
like listen, first of all, when does Julian miss?
Daily.
Never. It's fine. I see that we haven't given you the pep talk lately. Julian is always a hit, okay? Right? What did you say in the first episode that is actually our number one streamed episode?
Come on. Come on. Don't tell me that.
Who
Don't
sets
throw
the
my
trend?
head up big.
Who sets the trends?
Well, but that's a given. But and the trend right now is to be comfortable because
That
look,
part.
we are at the end of the year and work. Can we
Mm-hmm.
talk about it for a second? Work. Everybody in everybody in the audience, everybody in the atmosphere, say it with me, work. And we all know what that means. It is the end of the year. And you got work people who think that it's the beginning. People who think that you not about to put your out of office on
And it's gonna go on.
because it's December.
And we can
People
put it
who
up a
up and
little,
want
little
to
bit.
schedule meetings, knowing
Mm-hmm.
good and well it can wait until next
Mm-hmm.
year.
Or it could have just been an email.
It can wait till next year. Don't send me no emails because that ain't gonna get read till next year
I'm
either.
gonna get read. I feel like it's a boys to men moment. Like, and so we've come to the end of the road,
Just pay
but
me.
still they can't let go.
Pay me what you owe me. That's all I care about. As long as that check
Julian said,
clear,
I work better paid.
I will come to work. But
In
don't
fact,
ask for nothing else right now because we are at what? The end of the year. Understand that I'm at countdown. It is, we are filming or we are recording this today on Wednesday, the 6th.
mhm.
I gotta make it till 4:30 next Wednesday.
Mm, that's not that long. We got this.
Oh, but them
I
week
mean, listen, the way that this year has done the hustle,
on my ass.
2023 literally came through and then hit us with the church finger, was like, I'm about to be out. Excuse me.
Tiptoed in some stilettos.
Right. And then hit it with a little shrug with the finger up, one finger.
Right.
Go head on
Feet
out.
hurting, treading lightly on
And
my
like
ass.
2023, where you got to be? Where are you going? All I know is that 2024 had better be the best year fucking ever, the way that 2023 done hustled up out of here.
And showed his ass through the
Yes.
process.
Mm. So speaking
Oh,
of showing ass, let's get into Am I the Asshole? Okay.
yes.
Um, so I saw this one on BuzzFeed and I thought this was really fun. As
Mhm.
well as like a little side eye. Okay. So it says after mocking her for starting a sewing side hustle, this wife refused to share profits with her husband, and people don't think she's wrong. I'm gonna already start off and say
She
uh
not.
she's not the asshole. That's what
No.
I'm gonna just, I don't even need to read it just yet, but let's get into it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole for refusing to share my business profit with my husband? I, female 42, have a leg disability that got worse to the point that I could no longer work. So I stayed home with the kids for 4 years. I had plenty of free time after the kids became more independent, and I found myself sitting around all day long. I have a sewing hobby that I learned while living with my grandmother since I was 13. Shout out to the grandmas passing these skills down.
Come on, somebody got to do it.
Okay. So I started spending my time sewing. My husband made a laughing stock out of me, calling me grandma or granny and running with the jokes and teasing. It was unbearable, but I ignored him. I wish somebody would. I'd be sitting here in my granny hobbies proudly. Anyway, a friend of mine saw some of my works and suggested I open a website and sell what I make. I was hesitant about it, and my husband's opinion was, man, who would want to buy grandma's junk? Rude as hell. But I asked my friend to help me, and people really liked my works. They started buying them off of me, which was shockingly amazing. I started really investing into this, and in 1 month, I was able to make over $200, make over $200 to $300. It's been 3 months now in business. When money started coming, my husband would ask me to buy something or make a restaurant reservation or even fix his car for him. When I refused, he'd say that I have money for my sewing business and I should really pay. I declined every single time he asks. Yesterday, he showed me a wristwatch online that he really liked and asked if I could pay for it. I said no because I have no money. He pointed out once again the money I have for my sewing business, but I told him that that money was literally none of his business. He blew up saying that I was being selfish and mean and that the business profit should be split equally between both of us.
What they do that at? Child.
Right. Not just me. I told him that he not only mocked me for sewing, he even doubted my potentials. Besides that, I do all the work, so why would he expect profit? He said that as my husband, he gets half, and I should really consider it or stop the sewing thing altogether. I laughed thinking he was messing around, but he left the house and came back looking pissed. His friend called to scold me, reminding me that my husband already does enough for me to be able to find time to sew. So he deserves a percentage, but I still refuse. Now his family is pressuring me to share the money, but I'm still refusing. Am I the asshole?
Hell no. Here's my thing. Okay. First of all, your husband's an ass. He's a fool. He's a misogynist. He's an ass.
Come on.
Clearly. And we're not about to body shame, but I got a sense of who he is by the way he acted.
He's giving.
Things ain't measuring up, if you know what I'm saying.
LDE. Again, we're not body shaming.
We're not. We're just stating facts.
Offering something.
Because literally it's a mindset more than anything. Because clearly. Because clearly you don't got directions on how to use it because it will calm your ass down if you did. But anywho.
Because he said what he said. He said what he said.
But literally, you talked bad about the stuff that I did. But the house is still clean. I've done my job. You talked so bad about what I do, but now you want to benefit from it, as you already said that nobody will want to buy the stuff that I make. You called me a grandma. You called me all different. You disparaged me, but now want to gain from the proceeds. That's not how this works. Now, no, it would be different if she was not offering anything into a space, but she clearly is offering into the home, and it was fine before this happened. But now you want me to give half to you? That ain't how this worked, especially when you talked so bad about it. When that happens, things go out the window because you're disparaging something that means a lot to me. You don't get to benefit. This is a chicken little type of thing. You didn't help make the bread. You don't get to eat of it. You didn't help to pick the corn or pick the wheat. You didn't help to grind it. You didn't help to make the flour or make the bread. You ain't take it out the oven or nothing.
Yeah. And here's what I will say about this, right? Because for people who are like, oh, but that's her spouse, it should be that that they share everything. Here's the thing. She is a stay-at-home mom for how many children? For 4 children? let me see. So I stayed at home with the kids for 4 years. Okay, so she doesn't specify with how many kids she has.
But still, she stayed home with kids, and that's a job in
She
itself
stayed home with kids
with a disability.
with a disability. Sis has earned her keep.
Yes.
I think that, you know what bothers me? There's a couple of things that bother me most about this, right? One, of course, is the entitlement to the money, right? Now, without giving too much detail, I actually don't mind talking about like my marriage and our marital finances and things like that. But what I will say is that being an entrepreneur, my income varies. There have been multiple years where I have out earned my husband just by myself, right? Where I have brought in multiple six figures, etc. This year was not that year for me because I had surgery. My surgery has triggered some of my, some of my anxiety, some of these other things which had, in essence, signaled to me I needed to take a year of rest. My husband said to me, can you just give me your bank account so that I can send you money? I want to make sure that you have your own like free spending money so that you're taken care of. So that if you
This is
see
why we
something you
love your
want,
husband.
right? My
This
husband
is
is
why he's a
definitely
real
that.
one. I mean,
Yes.
if y'all understand that,
Yeah,
we love him.
he's
Understand?
definitely the standard. Not perfect, but definitely the standard.
Mhm.
But I have never once gone to him and been like, you need to put money into my account because I don't feel in one, we would never speak to each other that way. Right. And even if he did tease me about my granny, because like sitting next to my bed, we have a chair, and next to the chair is a basket of yarn. I have yarn and I have embroidery floss in there. Why? Because when I'm sitting down and watching TV, I'm knitting, I'm crocheting, I'm, doing hand embroidery, I'm doing your granny activities, right?
Because a granny activity a day keeps the felony away.
I'm gonna stab this here yarn so I don't stab these here kids. No, I'm just joking. Just josh it, just josh it.
But y'all know the no. I ain't even
Right,
got no kids. But
right,
yet, ain't there a sewing machine in every which way corner, nook and cranny?
right. Because sewing is my therapy, right?
Yes.
But I feel like one, the audacity to think that you are entitled to the hard-earned money that someone makes. Like last year was probably one of my higher earning years, and I brought in multiple six figures. Never once was my husband like, why haven't you given me like your money?
Half of it at that.
Right. He has never once looked at me and said that. Right. Anytime that we have talked about the money that I have made, he does nothing but look at me with pride because he knows that every cent that I make, I have earned. Same goes for her. Every cent that she makes, she has quite literally earned, right? In the most basic sense, in the most blue collar sense of the meaning, which means that if someone is owed, it's her. And if she would like to share, then it's on her. No one is entitled to that. That's almost like him feeling like he's entitled to her body simply because they got married. If she says, no, I don't want to have the sex, he can't just be like, oh, but we got married, so I'm going to go ahead and take what's mine. No, that's rape, right?
Look,
It's like, that is rape. This is
look,
financial something.
abuse. There is a level of abuse in this, and so even more, just kind of listening, the red flags are just flying. And
Yeah.
I think having
And then having his friends call, man, fuck
and
you and
family
your friends.
child, I wish somebody mama would call me about that. Understand that the person that I am, the more you got people calling on me, the more I'm about to show my ass, the more I'm about to air all our shit out.
Yeah. And I probably wouldn't because I don't know.
You
Not
got
because
one good time. There's an option. I don't mind pushing the red button every so often.
he said
You
I'm gonna
gonna
push it.
learn.
I'm gonna push it.
You gonna learn.
Um, but I don't understand that. And I couldn't have somebody call me and be like, well, why didn't you? First of all, worry about yourself. Why are you in my fucking business? Like, mind the business that pays you. My business isn't paying you, so why are you over here in it?
Especially when you get real mad about because you wanted to watch.
I mean, like, I agree that
Now,
you got one good time. One
now,
good time.
now it will
Before I
be.
pack my shit and leave.
There are certain emergencies. If there are emergencies and stuff like that that are happening in the family that need to be taken care of, I mean, all bets are off. My money is.
Absolutely.
We do what we got to do. But you want to watch? Now the truck getting
I think that
fixed.
she would even be open to it if he wasn't so negative and like
Absolutely. Yeah.
poking fun at her, like as if somebody would want to buy your shit. Like, well, bitch,
You
people
didn't
do.
even
Now
support.
what?
You didn't
Now
even
what?
support. It did not even help you. You're not even giving the support of "I'm proud of you." You're not saying anything nice about it. So you
Nothing.
get so that there.
Nothing.
That's I think that's just adds to it. You get
Yeah.
nothing from it. I do what I'm supposed to do. My family's taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
The house is taken care of. You going into work or whatever. The kids are taken care of, and I'm up here trying to do something with what I got. And plus, if I'm on disability, there's probably
Yeah.
also some type of residual coming in from that, or some type of
It's giving real
support.
thank you next. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
It's
look.
feeling real thank you next. Like it's feeling real Ariana Grande.
But I think we've said what we got to say because look,
Yeah.
I gotta let my pressure go down again. Because Lord,
You know
people,
what? I agree. Like I really be mad about these.
it be feeling real, and we do our feelings get involved real quick. but
Yeah, I
this
mean,
one is, ooh, child.
I don't like it when people feel entitled to anything that I do or make. Like I do actually wish that my husband felt more entitled to it because I don't know, like he's the one person who I want to. My kids always fucking feel entitled. They'd be like, "Mommy, I know that you made money. Like we were out there taking photos, you know? Like I know you got paid. Like, all right, okay, okay. But I did have bills to pay. Like we
Right,
still got lights on. Like the cell phones are on.
right.
So
And you playing on them and playing all your games.
right, give sis a break, okay?
Don't do it. Keep it cute. You got to tell these people. You got to tell the children to keep it cute. How about that?
Everybody needs a reminder.
Keep it cute.
Speaking
But
of cute,
yes,
let's talk about the holiday season because it's the holiday season. Didn't didn't.
yeah. What's interesting is that I'm not feeling it yet. I
I
think
saw that.
I ain't. It's not here yet.
So if you're not part of So Manly, which of course is Julian's Facebook group, which is super dope because this is like the largest space that I have seen online that encourages men to sew as well as, women are welcome, aka we're tolerated, but it's really to support sewing for the male body or the male fit, right? Traditional speaking. Um but I definitely peeped that, like you're not in the, I don't know. I feel like you don't have to work after what next Wednesday. I don't understand why you haven't booked your trip. Your niece was very, very upset that you were not at brunch. She is like
Trying to
always
figure out what
expecting.
brunch everybody was going to. I ain't
We
know.
went, I know we went to the Atlanta sewing style. We had our little holiday brunch
I love it.
situation. And it was such a good, Julian, it was such a good time. I
And
feel like if you were here for that, it would have gotten you into the holiday season. Like Dejanay was out there acting a fool.
I
First of
saw.
all, I love seeing her.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've now seen her in person 3 times, and she's just such a vibe.
She is. I love it. I
Like
love
she's
it.
just like her energy is just so refreshing. Like I
Mm-hmm.
can't help but get excited when she's around because she just has that energy. And I feel like, I don't know, you might need some of that energy, man.
We'll see. But if I had gone there, I wouldn't have been able to go and you do some filming for Bernina.
Ooh,
So I was
you can
in.
drop some info to us.
I'm just saying. So I was in Chicago on Sunday, child, which ooh, that took me out. I drove up to Chicago on
How long is that
Sunday,
drive?
about 5 hours.
Oh, God. Mm-mm.
Drove up to Chicago, stayed
Or
overnight,
what
had
I needed to
dinner,
hear.
had dinner with the team and everything like that. Got up, was at the studio at 8 a.m.
Whew.
To film. So there is going to be some exciting new stuff coming on for Bernina. So probably keep a lookout for the spring summertime.
Ooh.
There might be a little show or something coming out with Bernina.
Ooh.
Be on YouTube, you know. Really exciting.
Right.
So if you've been following this week, you've seen I know me, Sue Very, some other Gail, Patrice, like people who are part of the that you might see from different Surger and different things like that. So we're doing some exciting stuff. So that's gonna be really cool and coming out and stuff like that.
I love it.
And you know, just having good conversations and always good to get together with the sewing peeps over at Bernina to do some stuff. So literally it was a quick turnaround. Like literally I got done filming, and while I was up in Chicago, met up with Miss Carol.
Oh, nice.
Gave me a machine. So literally we met in a Chick-fil-A parking lot to get
And
this
just did a
machine.
swap.
I gave her some fabric, gave each other hugs, and then I got on the road because I had to go to work the next day.
Lame.
So literally got back home, got on the road, got back home like 7, went to Terrence and Carmen's vision board party, which was awesome.
Mhm.
But I was like, child, when I tell you I was tired.
I know it.
Tired. Y'all hear me? Tired. I was exhausted. So when I'm exhausted, you like so sleepy and you so tired that you can't go sleep. Meaning the next day my attitude was just stank. And my attitude ain't fully got back to full yet.
Relatable. I actually feel like that as well a lot of the times, to be completely honest. Yeah.
An attitude adjustment is needed, and I ain't figured it out yet. I mean, the shoes helped. I got gym shoes, y'all. Y'all can go to my TikTok and see my sneakers. That did help, but yeah, we ain't fully to again. We just trying to make it to Wednesday at 4:30, and then
Wednesday
hopefully,
at 4:30. That's it. That's as
hopefully,
long as we got to make it to. I got
yes. Even though they're trying to make me go to a little happy hour after a board meeting, I'm like, no.
He said there's nothing happy about it. It's going to always be a no for me.
No.
Yeah, I get it. It's funny talking about work and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, the vision board party that you went to, I was talking about this on the way home. So I've actually been doing a lot, talking to my daughter, my oldest Kalima, about this specifically because she's 13. And I really feel like if someone had taught me about like affirmations, manifestation, focusing energy and that sort of thing earlier on, I really feel like I would be so much, I don't want to say further ahead in life, but like I do feel like things could be a little bit different for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so we've been talking a lot about having our own kind of little manifestation board party, she and I, where we talk through some of the things that we're looking to manifest and have some clear goals that we're really looking to do this year, or rather in 2024, which is hustling in, right? And I'm feeling really good about that. Feeling really, really good about that because I feel like my even years, I don't want to generalize this, but I always feel like my even years are, dare I say, easier for me to navigate. And not that this year, I don't want to lie and be like, oh, this year wasn't hard. This year was a beast, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like this year was the most rewarding year as well. So in that sense, like I don't want to discredit everything that has happened this year. But also like, your girl is looking to manifest some things. So one of the things, in fact, we were just talking about this as we warmed up for the show. That's what I'm gonna start to call our intros when it's just us, as our warm up. So I just finished, in fact, I actually just published the vlog for this. I'm doing Vlogmas this year. If you've noticed, I've taken a small break from social media. It has to do with because I have really been working on recentering my goals and focusing on achieving those. And one of my goals this year is to monetize my, I really would like to monetize my YouTube channel. And I really want to grow on YouTube. That is a goal. It's always been something that has been scary for me, but now I feel like I'm doing it, like very much so like Hook. If you watch Peter Pan, you're doing it, Peter. So it's very much so like that. I'm showing up daily. So I just published this, edit 14 costumes for the Nutcracker with me in 7 hours, so
and she told me about this, y'all, and I was speechless.
Yeah. So go watch the vlog. It's up. But one of the reasons why I said yes to doing this is because I was like, you know what, one of the things that I really want to do in 2024 is teach, not just adults, but like, I love kids. I really do. Like, I feel like I connect easily with them. I enjoy them so much. And also my daughter goes to a performing arts school. There's no one in the school who sews. There is no one who's doing costume design at the elementary school or the high school. So I went into the high school yesterday and I was like, I really feel like you guys should just hire me as a teacher. And, I can teach sewing as well as, work with these kids on how to develop the costumes. I'm like, am I a costume designer? No. But I also know that when schools have licenses for certain plays, they have to have their costumes within a certain it basically has to be the same with only so many differences. And one thing about me, not only am I a fabric library, but your girl is a pattern library as well. The way that Julian knows sewing machines and sewing machine history is how I know fabric and patterns. Look. You need a pattern, I got you. What you looking for? Like,
right.
You don't know what fabric to use? Okay, cool. What pattern are we looking at? Like, what look are you going for? I got you. You know what I'm saying? But I had some conversations yesterday that could potentially lead towards that direction, which is exciting to me because ultimately I'm like, if I can get these kids on board with learning to sew, learning how to do this instead of waiting to the last minute, i.e. today, to edit 14 costumes, then this can be things that we work on throughout the entire year. And to me, that's really exciting. And I'm actually truly blessed to be able to have like people I'm able to connect with and talk to when I need help, like Trisha from Creative Costume Academy. Like I was texting her like, girl, there's 14 costumes. She was like, if you need help, just let me know, just reach out. I've got like Blake and Trakina, who are local Atlanta sewists, who are like the ones who broke me into costume. And the fact that I feel like now I'm like going down this path that, Julian, when I tell you that I would have never thought that this is something I enjoy doing, but I was awake at 5:00 this morning and I sewed for 7 hours straight. And I made sure that these costumes were fitting and, I'd taken measurements and I was like, this is everything. So, taking that into account to where I want to manifest next year is very exciting. So I was happy to hear about your experience with the vision board party. I can't wait to have my own experience like that with my daughter. So that way she too can have some focused goals for herself, which I think is important. I think that Bo is probably a little too young, but Aurora might be up on that cusp of it. So we'll see if we can include her as well.
Well, I think so. It might not be full goals yet, but one of the things I also like to do as I go into a new year is choose a word. What is my word for the year? And understanding and having the definition written down and stuff like that. So maybe that is what he can embody. It's just a word. And what does that word mean for him? Like you have to look up the definition. What does that word mean for him? How is he going to apply it to his life? So how are you going to do that with your friends?
Right.
Stuff like that.
I like that. I like that a lot.
And it's easy for you to hold somebody accountable to a word, maybe because he may not be ready for full goals yet, but the word. And I think for a while there, just with the way my mind works, I am just now getting to a place of doing goals. I didn't do them. That didn't stick with me. So as crazy as this sounds, most of the stuff that I've done in sewing came by happenstance. And just by floating through life, there was no real me doing a lot of focusing and intentionality about it. And it took me a while to get to a place of even adding a word. Now I can do more goals now, and I have some goals that I'm working towards. But the words that's something I could hold and I can paste somewhere, and this is it for me. So
I like that.
So now I do
having these conversations with you. You're so like insightful.
I don't know where it's coming from, especially it's late. I mean, blame it on the sweet tea I'm drinking or something. But I know, so my word for going into 2024 is leap. So I want to take more leaps, meaning that leaping at opportunities, but also leaping into things that are unknown for me and that are not always going to be the most comfortable. Still fun, because leaping, I see leaping as a fun activity. Sometimes jumping requires more energy, but leaping, there's an ease to it in the way that I think of it. So as an ease into new, taking some risk into new, but there's a funness to it.
Yeah, I like that, because leap definitely alludes to lighthearted and not necessarily taking yourself too seriously, as opposed to jump. I like that. I think that that's excellent for you. I think that your life right now is pointing to that as well. You know, like I think that right now, just where you are positioned in, just again in life, it is definitely like perfect for you. I'd like to offer a leap to Atlanta. It's fine. You don't have to respond. I don't want you to feel pressure to make that leap.
You find me a leap into a six-figure job.
Keep it up. Because Dejanay and I, we talked about that. Keep it up.
Y'all send them to me.
Keep it up.
Or I will send my resume to y'all.
Do it.
And if y'all can work it out, we can work it out.
Look, I'm like, listen, with the work that you do, I feel like you can just get a job that is fully remote.
True, but find it for me.
You ain't said nothing but a word. Let me go ahead and contact, because you know Dejanay is waiting. I told her, she was like, Aaronica, we got to find Julian a job. I was like, girl, I know. She's like, I told him that he just needs to move to Atlanta. I said, girl, me too. I said, he got nieces and nephew waiting on him. Like, when is he coming?
Make the money right. Make the money talk. We can have a discussion. Again, if I'm leaping,
then we could do each other's photos for our Know Me patterns.
Look, it make it so much simpler. Look,
because I'm like, who takes your photo better? Who takes your photo better than me?
I mean, you,
because the gold suit photos.
Yes, were you? Yes.
All I'm saying is that I feel like
the
essence of Julian.
You are able to,
you know what I'm saying?
Capture things that I don't see in myself. And I appreciate it.
So let me ask you this. What is on your wish list as a sewist?
In 2024, just in general.
Like for the holiday season. Just know, every time I say the holiday season, it's followed by a It plays in my head, so y'all can hear it too.
So for the holiday season, because I'm going to be off, I need a new challenge. I need something new that I want to do. So I think this holiday season, my plan is to I want to work on some slopers. I feel like that's what I need. My body has changed. And it's different than a pattern. I either want to be avant-garde, like something totally out the wall different, or just make my own. Like almost in the new year, that's what I want my focus to be, is kind of I want to make stuff that is not patterned yet. That I patterned myself. I think that is kind of where I am going in the new year, as my dog is listening to me up here screaming and crying. So be right back. Y'all know Coco Lene.
You're not gonna talk about my baby like that. You're not gonna talk about my niece this way. Not in front of me.
I guess you will also have to find a backyard that I can send her to.
It's fine. I got a backyard.
Because Lord, this dog.
I got a backyard. It's fine.
Y'all, they really trying to recruit me to Atlanta.
I'm just saying, you coming up with excuses and things like that.
I
and
come
I'm
up
just
with
like,
I'm just saying. I just told
your
you.
girl got you covered. What else you need? What you need? Tell me what you want.
You know.
Tell me what you need.
No what? But so yeah, patterning. So my plan is, I think I'm gonna do my measurements and probably use my Mueller and Son books, because I haven't used those in a while. And try some different stuff, because there's some drafts that they have in there that are interesting and different. So if people who don't know what Mueller and Son is, they are they kind of used by both professionals and by sewists alike, mostly professionals. But it's basically the draft that most Berta patterns are built off of. It is a German style of pattern drafting. It uses around 7-8 measurements with formulas.
It's a lot.
It's not that bad though. It's really not that bad. Of course, it's metric. Honestly, in drafting, I love to do it in metric more than I do in imperial. So yeah. But I also have other options as well. I can use some of my other books, but they have some really avant-garde stuff, and I'm feeling like I want to have an Izzy Miyake moment.
Yeah.
I really have an Izzy Miyake moment, and just really kind of give Harajuku, like, just kind of give some really different looks in I just want to change some things up for myself and try some new things. So
yeah. Very relatable. As I've been getting dressed more and more, I'm feeling the gaps in my wardrobe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, oh, I'd really like to put this on, and as my body composition is changing and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, I really would like to look like this or have more of this, so that's understandable. That is quite understandable.
So what do you wish for?
What do I what I would really love, and you guys will see this soon, but I would really love a bigger space. Like, I know that's not what I'm gonna get for Christmas. I get it. But like, ultimate wish list is definitely like a larger crafting space. Like, my ideal crafting space is definitely Mimi G's. For those who have never seen her space set up, she does her sew alongs. She's recorded a bunch of reels in there and everything like that, but it's in the basement of her house. And she's got the in the center of the room, she has her cutting tables set up, giving her and Norris the space to walk around and cut their patterns. They've got multiple setups. It's such a clean look but they also have so much storage space. Like, it's insane. And for me, that's what I would like. I would just like more space. Like, I don't feel like I need anything. Although, listen, if people from BERNINA are listening, I'm just saying a Bernette would be dope, especially so that I could take it with me while I'm doing all these costumes, because your girl's a costume girly now. So that I could have a little travel machine set up. But honestly, I feel like I'm at this place in life where I don't need physical things anymore. Like, I feel like I have a lot of physical things, I have my final surgery for my breast reconstruction on December 26th. I just want that to go well. Like, I want to wake up healthier. I want to wake up feeling more confident in my body, because one of the things that I haven't heard many people talk about is navigating the world with expanders in your chest. And it doesn't hurt, but it feels different. And you are hyper aware of how different it feels. And as I've been doing more and more working out and stretching and catering and to my body and taking better care of myself, the awareness is increased at like, my mobility is fine, but like, doing certain movements is just hard, and it's just like, oh, it feels like there's like hard plastic in my chest. And I honestly am just looking forward to that, and continuing to heal. Like this year has also been really hard on me mental health wise. And I feel like I'm finally coming out of the haze. You know what I mean? Like, I am happy to be coming out of the haze, absolutely. But like, there were some things that I did not particularly enjoy while I was in the haze. And so I'm just looking forward to just more healing. Like right now, it's funny because like my husband is always like, don't buy me Christmas presents, but I love giving gifts. Like I'm that person who buys a Christmas present and I'm like, oh my God, can I give you your gift? Please. And he's like, it's not Christmas yet. And I'm like, I know, I could just buy you another present. You know what I mean? I love giving gifts. And he's like, how about you just upgrade your phone? And I was like, but then what do you get? He's like, I'm going to take your old phone. And I'm like, he has a Samsung S22.
Okay.
And and I'm this close to agreeing to that, because the amount of times that I've had to export videos after I've had to just like go through and delete my entire library of photos and videos just so I could have space is a little annoying. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just like, I feel like I'm just in this space where I don't really need physical things. Like the best present ever would be if you moved closer.
Let's see how many times she bring this up in one podcast.
As many times as I'm gonna bring up that green jacket. But no, but like I really feel like I'm in this space where I just, I want clarity, about my goals, about my future. I want my children's health and wellness and their freedoms. I want the world to stop fighting,
Yes, please.
I want like my loved ones to be happy and healthy. My mom, I don't know if I shared this, but my mom rang the bell. For those that don't know, my mom has leukemia, and last week she got to ring the bell. And I've been taking a break from social media, so I didn't share this in my stories. I did share it with my channel on Instagram. But like having that happen with my mom was, a great Christmas present, right? Like literally that's all I could ask for is just, for you to be happy, for like my loved ones to literally be happy and healthy. That's it. That would be the best present in the world.
It's interesting how that's where our life goes. I think we're getting past consumerism in many ways.
Yeah.
You can only it's nice, but it's not, it's a fleeting moment, and now you want the things that will last.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because so I was tardy for our podcast party today, because I've been working on costumes for the past, I've been staying late with my oldest dancing for the past 2 nights. And I haven't had very much one-on-one time with my son. And he's like, Mommy, can you read me a book? And I'm like, oh man, but I'm about to go and record my podcast. And he's like, please, Mommy, like you haven't read to me this week. And I was like, okay, like, come on, like, let's sit down and let's read it together. And, you point out your words and stuff like that. And I'm like, I just want to make more memories with my kids. I just want to, that's really all I want, is just more happiness, more happy times, more kindness in the world. That's it.
Look, and that is enough. That is enough. And child, now she knows she can put me off at anytime. I'll make it work. So she ain't have to try to rush to me. I was gonna be here. What was interesting is that so today I was part of 12 Days of Blackness with Black Soy Network. So we did a tie like we did last year together.
Like I was about to be like our tie. That's officially what I'm calling it.
Well, child, here's the thing, because ask me if I remember the pattern we used. I remember not near none of it. So I ended up choosing a pattern by mood, but I basically did everything else the same.
Okay.
So everything else was like, I didn't hand sew nothing. But we did a tie in a pocket square. So
Mm-hmm.
in an hour.
Okay.
That BERNINA
Hour-long
serger
projects.
with a 2-thread rolled hem and some woolly nylon came in handy. Literally less than an hour for a tie and a pocket square.
I love that. I
Mhm.
love that.
So at least I have gift ideas, or even that same rolled hem could be put on some napkins, make a
Mm-hmm.
whole little set of napkins for some people. So yeah, I got
Yeah. The rolled hem is also excellent. This week I published a post on how to make like reusable wrapping paper, which obviously is not paper, it's fabric.
I love
But
it.
one of the methods was making a rolled hem.
Yes, super
Yeah.
simple. Super simple. And then you can use it for so many different other options, put it on the table, hold it till next year. A headscarf. There's so many different options that you could really do with that type of thing.
Yeah.
So that was, so we had that helped get the Christmas sojo going. But
Did you sew with Christmas music on?
I did. I did. I don't know why, but I was feeling a soul holiday today. Sounds of Blackness.
Okay.
Don't know why. Don't know why.
We love it. We're
But
gonna celebrate
that
it.
was the theme of the playlist. Did it play so holiday? No, and that's the one song I wanted to hear today. But it's okay. But it played everything else that was good, and I just had to put it on myself and leap into it. But yeah, it was good. So we did that. So definitely check out Black Sewing Network's 12 Days of Blackness. I'm day 6, so there's still some days left that you can definitely check out. Also check out Black Sewing Network. Is it .com? I think it's .com.
I thought it was .org.
It's a .org. But there is, so this year we are also working with Dr. Hale, Jennifer Hale, who is one of the hosts and one of the people she's Miss Christmas. She loves Christmas. She's also a principal at a school in Philly. And so we are working to fill the wish list so that she can do care packages for the kids.
Yes.
Who might be just going through transitions, especially during this holiday season. When you're not in school, think about sometimes that's the only constant meal that people get. Sometimes it's the only place of warmth they can go to and shelter. So to make sure that they are okay during this break.
Yeah.
Because sometimes a break is not always going to be a good thing for people, for everybody. So
And honestly, with the way that prices are,
look,
the way that the cost of living is rising and we aren't getting the raises that we need, it really takes a village to survive right now, right? Like we really have to take care of each other. And I love that she is doing that. I will make sure that I include that website in our show notes because very, very important. And I really hope that we're able to buy out that list.
Absolutely. So I know that, so it is 12 days of blackness.blacksewingnetwork.com.
Okay.
And I will make sure to send it over to you so that you can see it, and you can go see the calendar. You can see everybody who is sewing and everything like that. But really wanting to make sure that we are just buying off the Amazon list. This is where, especially even those who are kind of anti-Amazon, this is a good time to use it. This is for an important thing. If you can, because then it literally just gets sent to the school for her. So that they can put these together. So I know I was able to buy some stuff off the list that just started shipping, and I know people have been sending it out, the teachers and stuff like that, retired teachers. So just really excited to like I'm at the point now, like I don't need nothing. I can buy my own self stuff, but I love to see and know that I can be of help to others. So being able
to make sure to include this link inside of my newsletter because this is important.
Absolutely. And also we've already started planning. So if people remember last year, we did a kind of a little bit of a Black Sewing Network New Year's Eve. We brought in the New Year together on live. We're planning to do it again, maybe with less alcohol this year. On my part, because Lord knows, it's bad when Crown start tasting like water, and you finish a whole bottle by yourself. It was a small bottle, still.
For shame. For shame.
It will always be known as the Weezins of 2023. The Weezins. The Weezins. So yeah, so we are excited about that. So that's coming up. So I am bringing in the new year with people that I love and adore, which I'm excited about. And
Yeah.
just hope to continue that energy as I leap into 2024.
Come on, leap. Now I'm like, what's my word?
I love adding a word to even in the goal. It helps for me. It helps to
Give me a word, Julian.
In thinking of what you want and thinking of also encompassing rest. I didn't get my thesaurus out to pick something because I wanted something.
He said I need Webster. Come on.
Because rest needs to be in there. But you're past restoration. But you will still be going through, because like the first part will still be recovery and recouping. Recoup. I like recouping.
I like that. I like that.
You're going to be recouping your own time and energy,
Recoup
your own body, your own autonomy, and how you feel about your body, your own love of your body.
Come on, sir.
Your own, you are reclaiming the energy.
Recoup.
You're recalling.
Look, I'm like, let me write this down right now.
You're recalling the things that you have sent out, or that have been set upon you. Some things need to be returned to sender.
Yes.
And you need to recall energy from those who it don't need to be with no more. You need to reclaim energy around social media, around your things. You need to be able to put and redistribute things the way that you want to. So you have to recoup it first to then redistribute.
I tell you, listen, one thing, Julian gonna gather us today. He said, I may not be in the Christmas spirit, but we're gonna recoup it.
Look,
a little dun-dun-dun.
Look.
I love it. I'm excited. Julian, I just love talking to you so much.
Look, you my ace boom. You already know that. So
I know.
I appreciate you. And I appreciate all of y'all for listening to us. Y'all know this is not just we're gonna come as we come. We're gonna come as ourselves, and hopefully we're helping other people come as they are as well into the world, because this world, look, that's all we got. That's all we can be. And as we are creatives, and so is, we are creating the space and the places that we want to see.
Exactly.
Even in every stitch that we make. So do that with your life as well. And keep on creating as we go into 2024. Now, no, there will be some more episodes. Now, we might take off like the week of Christmas and such.
Yeah.
But
we've published enough episodes for y'all to catch up on.
And y'all gonna keep on hearing from us because we ain't stopping. Just so that y'all know. But for going into the wish that we provide for y'all going into the next week is that think about your word. I want to know, what word are you bringing in with you? What word are you sewing into every garment that you make, everything that you knit, what is going to be permeating through all your creations in the new year? Let us know in the comments below. What is your word?
Julian, you're so good. You're so good.
Sometimes I'm like a broke clock. I'm right every so often, about twice a day.
All the time, Julian.
About twice a day. But yes, y'all, keep on creating, and we'll talk to y'all next week.
Ta-ta.
Bye, y'all.